And Eric has moved over to the Sports Palace to bring us this week's local highlights and the Recreation and Park Spotlight. Eric?
Well, thanks, Carla. For this week's Recreation and Park Spotlight, Recreation Specialist Carolyn Ryan is at the Arnold Senior Center to talk about our dance program. Carolyn.
Thanks, Eric and Carla. Well, we're here at the Arnold Senior Center with Lindsay Shaner, dance coordinator for Anne Arundel County Recreation and Parks. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for coming today.
Absolutely. Now, we're at Arnold Senior Center, but you have dance programs going on throughout the county, correct?
Yes, we have classes all the way down at the South County Rec Center and up at the North County Rec Center and everywhere in between at different senior centers and schools.
Great. So accessible to everyone out there. Very good. And what ages do the programs run for?
We have classes for boys and girls too, all the way up through adults.
All the way through adults.
All the way through adults.
We'll have to get Eric and Carla out here for a class sometime. And I hear there's also a recital for some of the classes at the end of the year.
Yes, the majority of the classes participate in a recital. The recital is completely optional and it is free to the public to come watch. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Well, I had a chance to sit down with a couple of your dancers. Let's hear what they had to say.
Wonderful.
And we're here with
Emma.
And
Allison.
And how old are you ladies?
7. 6.
And how long have you been taking dance?
3 years. 2 years.
And what is your favorite thing about dance?
Like, I have great teacher. I have a great teacher.
Very good. And you're getting ready to take a ballet and tap class tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay, and which is your favorite out of those two, ballet or tap?
Both. Tap.
Tap. Very good. Well, thank you, ladies, very much for being on the show. Well, it sure sounds like they are enjoying the dance program, so you guys are doing a great job. How can people get information about how to sign up for dance programs?
You can visit our website at www.aacounty.org, or you can pick up a program guide at any of the local schools or libraries.
Great. Well, back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Carolyn. Well, I wish I had moves like that, but at least I can report the sports. Good day, sports fans. Well, in this week before the Super Bowl, some of our local high school stars have had some super games. We lead off on the hardwood on the ladies' side, where the Lady Cavs took on a tough battle with a good McDonough squad. The first half saw both teams play strong defensively, forcing 10 turnovers each. But the Lady Cavs found a way to break the McDonough D, scoring 9 straight to end the half, including an unbelievable half-court shot from Spalding star guard Maggie Morrison, just before that buzzer went off before halftime. Spalding continued the momentum in the second half, scoring 31 to give the Lady Cavs win number 20 on the season, 64-53. Well, elsewhere, the ladies from AACS, that's Annapolis Area Christian School, took care of the Friends School, 45-36. Severn dropped a close one to St. Francis, 52-46. And the Meade girls get their revenge on Arundel, beating them 53-39, with Amana Bailey scoring a game-high 28 points. Well, talking about the Super Bowl and some super players, Wednesday was National Signing Day for our high school seniors, and this year it took place at Old Mill High School, where we saw 4 high school seniors signing their commitments. Old Mill's Joe McCargo is heading to Towson next season, and do-it-all running back Damon Brown from Old Mill will be heading to play football for the midshipmen right here in Annapolis. Arundel superstar running back Joe Blackwell will be close to home, playing for Georgetown, and Ed Hunt will be heading off to Monmouth. Well, I tell you, Carla, these guys are superstars, but I understand we're going to talk about some superstars in the world of music in our next report.
Thanks, Eric. Well, they came, they saw, they battled, they rocked. The Anne Arundel County Battle of the Bands was a huge success. New Kings of the County Pandemonia were crowned after 12 groups gave it their all on stage at Maryland Hall. You may remember that the band from Severna Park High School was here 2 weeks ago speaking with us in the studio. They were also the last band to perform in the contest, and they really blew the judges away with their percussion explosion. We want to congratulate Pandemonia and all of the winners. The top 4 bands will take the stage next at the Whiskey in Annapolis on February 18th. Tickets are $10 at the door. Joining Pandemonia will be In Soviet Russia from Southern High School, Monkfish from South River High, and Capstone from the Key School.
Well, I guess being on this show, Carla, brings a little bit of good luck to these
I think
bands.
so.
Yeah, they won. Also, a programming note that we'll be airing Battle of the Bands in its entirety on this channel, so stay tuned and we'll bring you all that information as soon as we get the entire show up for everybody to see. Well, it was. I didn't make it out there to the Battle of the Bands, but you know, the Capitol had a great article, big spread on the top of the
And
headline.
a lot of pictures of all of the bands.
A lot of photos. So it's really, I mean, they had a lot of people that showed up for this. Something else we have this weekend that a lot of people are going to show up for. The Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for, Eric?
Here's my prediction.
Yeah.
I have always rooted for the loser. So you know what? Being a Ravens fan, I'm rooting for Pittsburgh. I want the Steelers to lose. I want Green Bay to beat them, so I'm going to root for the Steelers.
Okay.
So that guarantees that the Packers, you heard it here first, will win the Super Bowl because I'm rooting for the Steelers. And if by some chance the Steelers win, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I will wear something Pittsburgh next week on the show.
Really? Do
If
you
they
own
win.
anything? Do you
No.
own any Steelers?
No. Somebody will have
jerseys
to.
or anything?
If somebody out there has, if there's Steeler fans, and I know
Okay.
where you live, bring me some Pittsburgh. Send me something Pittsburgh.
If
so I
anything
can
else,
wear it
we'll
on the
dress you in
show.
black and yellow.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen because I'm rooting for Pittsburgh so that they lose. That's my whole theory and my
Okay.
philosophy. But you know, the Super Bowl isn't just about football, Carla. It's about the commercials. I mean, they run the most expensive, the most unique commercials right around the Super Bowl because it's when all Americans' TVs are tuned into not this station, but whatever station is carrying the Super
I know
Bowl.
a lot of people now who watch the commercials and then get up and go make food while the actual game is on.
It's a football game. Why are you not watching a football game? I want to talk about that for a minute here as we've got a few minutes before we close out the show. The most memorable Super Bowl, because Super Bowl has almost become like a holiday in this country. Most memorable Super Bowl for you?
Well, for me, a lot of my family's from Chicago. My mom is still
We'll forgive you for that.
Okay, it's still a pretty big Bears fan. She'll still sing the Bear Down Chicago Bears song and all of that. So for me, it was back in the early 80s with the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah, good Super Bowl.
I think we even owned the cassette tape of that. So.
Yeah. Well, it's just amazing that it really has become a day that people say, you know, people always say, well, I knew where I was when John F. Kennedy was shot, when Reagan was shot, when the Challenger blew up. They'll remember one of their top 10 memories. I remember the Super Bowl of 1997 when I watched Ickey Woods do the Ickey Shuffle. I mean, they remember
What's your
that.
favorite?
My favorite, of course, being a Ravens fan, is when the Baltimore Ravens, a brand new franchise, 4 or 5 years old, well, not a brand new franchise, but when they
Pretty
came
new.
to Baltimore, 4 to 5 years after they came to Baltimore, 2000, 2001 season, they went down to Tampa. They ran through the playoffs as underdogs, as a wild card team, winning on the road, and then going to Tampa and beating the New York Giants in convincing fashion to give the Ravens their first Super Bowl victory, and there'll be more to come. So, but mine's more around the football. But a lot of people, they build this as a party. A lot of chicken wings are going to be eaten on Sunday. A lot of good fried food, potato chips. It's a great day. It is a holiday.
It is a holiday.
So.
Yeah. Too bad it's on a Sunday night because we all have to work on Monday morning. But
Absolutely.
other than that.
Make sure you get into work on Monday morning. No reason to party too much here in Baltimore because you got to watch the Steelers on Sunday night. But it's still a Super Bowl. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. Of course, you can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archive episodes are available at blip.tv, and you can subscribe to that free video podcast at iTunes. And we are very happy to announce that Week in Review is now available on to go to our main page. You can also go to YouTube and search for Anne Arundel County Week in Review to find our videos. As of this taping, you'll find the first 4 episodes from this year with new episodes that'll be uploaded and available for viewing every Saturday. So there's no reason why you can't get your county news. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around our county, and we will see you next time.